Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to Sneaker Stories. As always, I'm your host Chris Jack. Today checking out a whole lot of Adidas Yeezy Quantums, but specifically the latest release which dropped just this week is the Quantum basketball variant. So without further ado, let's check them out. Alright, so one of the pairs that I've definitely been waiting for a hell of a long time. It did kind of appear at the same time as the original lifestyle variation a couple of years ago at that All-Star weekend in Chicago, I think it was, where Kanye had all the vehicles. We've been through that. We've done that pretty much every single Quantum review. I think you guys pretty much know the vibe that I'm talking about. However, the Quantum colorway, the lifestyle variant, definitely has been the most popular and most sought after colorway of the Quantum to date. At least in my opinion, it's one of my favorite colors as well. However, the only issue with this particular pair is that it just wasn't as comfortable as what you get in the basketball variation. And I only found that out here with the release of the frozen blue ones over here. And I went through a whole detailed review comparing these two together, this being a lifestyle teal blue variant and this having the basketball upgrade, the different elasticity here in the heel sort of collar, and just that whole thing was much more comfortable on foot. So it got me really excited for waiting on the release of the basketball variant of the Quantum. However, having got them in hand, they are quite different actually. Like, I was expecting them to be pretty much identical and similar from a colorway perspective, but just with the basketball variant over here, it's got a lot more like whiter, creamier, milkier than I was expecting. So I don't really know. We'll have to check them out what they look like on foot. However, I know that they're super comfortable, and I finally had the opportunity to try on a true to size UK 9 and a UK 9.5, which is the size I've basically got in all of these other ones. And I can comfortably say it's the exact same kind of sizing that you would get on Yeezy 350 V2s. I can take true to size 350 V2 and I go half a size up. I can do the exact same with the Quantum. So if you guys are on the fence, if you're worried that you've only ordered like true to size and it's not going to fit, it will fit. It will just be a little tighter, obviously. But let's get into the review itself. Now, this particular pair dropped yesterday as part of a shock drop. I actually had seen that they were going to be dropping in Dubai at like 10 a.m. at another store up there, and I figured, it's more than likely going to be dropping here as well. So I was ready to go at 8 a.m. here on Adidas.co.za, and lo and behold, they did drop them here, which is super exciting, and managed to get my size in the 9.5 and the 9 as well. Just arrived and walked in the door. I've slipped them on, and as said, the 9.5 is super comfortable. The UK 9 fits just fine as well, but both of them are just a hell of a lot better than comfortability wise than what you got in the Quantum. Maybe that's just my opinion. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think of the comfortability of the Quantum lifestyle variant. It's not terrible by any means, it's just not great, at least for me. So flipping underneath with the outsole, you've got the standard sort of traction pattern over here that you're getting with the Quantum. It's literally the same thing as the lifestyle version. Got the boost window that runs through the Adidas Performance logo just in the midfoot there. And then flipping up into the midsole, it's exactly the same thing that you're getting from a midsole point of view. You've got a slightly different shape here, as you guys will probably notice if I just hold them up next to each other over here, that you've got in the basketball version and you have in the lifestyle version, and these are pretty much identical sizes, so they should be pretty much the same. But obviously the real differences come into the upper of the shoe. You kind of got this exoskeleton rubberized part that runs over the monofilament mesh, whereas on the lifestyle version you've just got kind of the like embroidery and the monofilament mesh kind of working together to create the exterior of the upper. Moving into the toe box section, just to show you both of these side by side, you do still have that like faux synthetic suede toe piece. There was a lot of talk about this variant on the basketball one having a rubberized thing just to be a little bit more durable on court. However, it is definitely the same. It's slightly different colors from what I can see here, but very, very marginal at that. Now moving up the shoe on the basketball variant and lifestyle variant, the tongues are literally identical, at least from the base material mix up of it. The laces are identical, both rope laces here with rubberized aglet ends. Where you get to some changes is definitely towards the top of the tongue here. on the basketball variant. You'll notice that it's rounded off with a very thin piece of elasticated material, just making it a little bit more comfortable on the top section of your foot, whereas on the lifestyle version, it's very, very thick. You've kind of got it banded over and fused, sealed in stitch layer that you get on the top of the tongue here, and this is definitely just a lot thicker on the neoprene side of things as well. So that was definitely a comfort upgrade, and the same thing runs into the heel section and the collar of the shoe. Like, this is incredibly stiff. You've got a lot of stitch lines on here which can really grate up your ankle, or at least did on mine, and where they've basically made the changes here is they've just added a bigger suede section to the interior part of that sock liner, and then the rest of the mesh around here, which is very much elasticated and forms part of that heel elasticated section, is much thinner and just more like ergonomic to the design of your foot. It really just kind of like patched in those pain points that I think that you were getting on the lifestyle version that you don't get in the basketball version, obviously, so you don't just blister up and have a bad time. Now, from an insole point of view, the Yeezy QNTM Basketball just has a flat Yeezy insole, the standard Yeezy insole with Yeezy branding and Adidas Performance logo branding in the heel section of the shoe, and that obviously goes for both left and right of the shoe as well. So nothing like fancy with an ortholite sole or whatever, but with that much boost underneath the foot, you don't really need it. Now, from a retail perspective, these did drop for 4,499 Rand. Pretty crazy considering a Yeezy 350 V2 is the same price as this right now. In South Africa, where after it just saw like a price increase. I think you're getting a hell of a lot more shoe in the QNTM than you are going to get in the 350 V2, but either way, different strokes for different folk. If you do want to get a pair of these, I think pretty much they would be sold out by now. They did also release at Shelf Life, also by Shock Drop in their Johannesburg and Cape Town store, but I'm pretty sure that this particular pair is sold out by now. So if you do want to get a pair, you'll have to look to the aftermarket. We do have quite a few pairs here from independent sellers at story.cape town. So if you guys haven't checked out Story yet, it's our brand new marketplace store here in Cape Town, South Africa. So follow it at story.cape town or www.story.capetown. Every bit of inventory that we have in this beautiful store of ours is available online with nationwide shipping all over South Africa. We're still working on global shipping, but hope to get there in the near future. But that is all for today's review, guys. If you did enjoy it, please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe right here for more content like this, unboxings and reviews down the line. But that's all for today, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.